and then bring my notebook in. Hello, sound. Oh, fuck, I've just hit the microphone. Oh, I've done it again. Oh,
Fuck!
Oh, that really peaked, Nick. That's not even good. That's not even good for SoundCloud. How badly that peaked. Oh, look at this. It shouldn't bend like this.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
Hello, SoundCloud.
Hello, SoundCloud. Oh, no, I've got to fix this.
Hello, SoundCloud.
Look how wobbly this is.
Hello,
So wobbling now.
SoundCloud.
Pontypool. I've got this pop shield to do with my plosive words. Plosive.
I do like a good plot.
No one will know what Pontypool is because that was the pilot,
Yeah, but we're going to talk about it one day.
probably, and Gamer.
Wait, we talked about Pontypool, didn't we?
Yeah, but that was the demo.
Demo thing.
That's what got us the job, Jack.
I'm going to fill the background with this ASMR.
Also, I sound really fucking loud.
Okay,
It's because you're a loud person.
Yeah, but
Here you go, look.
I feel like you...
Yeah, just twist his
No,
knob.
that was mine.
That's Jack's knob.
Yeah,
There
it
you go,
just
Jack.
means I can't hear anything.
There you go. That's better. That's fixed.
It just,
Fixed.
it just means
Yep,
I can't...
technical
Okay.
problems are all solved.
Okay. Are you ready? Adam's going to intro this week.
And then I'm doing...
I'm going to do
that's
it in
really loud.
one take.
That's really loud. Have it on like the middle. There you go,
One
Jack.
take.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
First take, first try.
First take, first try. All right, and you intro it, and okay, we'll just, hey SoundCloud, this is how we prepare. This is when we start preparing the show 2 minutes before we start recording.
Is it
Yeah.
the sound of me
No,
taking my
no
trousers off?
preparation whatsoever. Okay, I'm going to have to put down... Wait, can I put down this mic?
I am shirtless, by the way.
He's
Listen.
not. I really wish he was, but he's not.
You said you.
Yes.
Yes! Nipples on the podcast. Da, 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 da.
Right, this is officially a nude podcast now.
Jack, take your top off.
Jack, do it. Do it.
No.
You have to do it.
No.
Come in. Do it.
It's still funnier if it's just
No,
Nick.
Adam,
That
do
does
it.
make sense.
Come on,
It's funnier.
please.
I'm going to sneeze, hold on.
No, not on me. Not on my naked body.
Can you audibly make the sound of naked so they can understand that you are? Oh, jiggle your titties.
I'm not sure if that came through. Probably not.
No, it did a little bit.
Yeah, that's
skin
the
on
sound of
skin.
naked. Yes.
I just really want somebody just to walk past and just...
The cleaner. You want to clean? Oh!
Okay.
Yeah, go on, clean room.
You ready to start?
I mean,
Stop looking at my
I'm
nipples.
so distracted.
See, if it's any consolation, I haven't looked at your nipples once
Oh.
until I just looked... just before I started saying that.
Right, hold on.
All right, get a timer on. We're ready to start. What are we doing first? Stuck on you, then.
Yeah, I've got.
Fucking
Okay.
hell, we're doing Stuck on You first.
Fuck off, Jack.
I just meant...
What do you want to do first?
Anything.
If it's Children
I mean,
of
we can
Men,
do- no, we can do
Children of
Stuck on
Men's
You.
the end because it's the heaviest one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, that's the one I have no notes on. So.
I mean, like,
I've
I
got
can...
actor names.
Yeah, we can
Cool.
we can carry that. But, like, I just
I mean,
can't...
we don't have to do 20 minutes for each one because we've got the games this time.
Game.
But I
Keep
also
in tune
have-
for that, SoundCloud.
I also have no... Like, I have
Also,
nothing
anyone
to
out there in SoundCloud land that wants to make jingles or an intro for us, please do.
I have nothing to say about Stuck on You, so we can start this.
So,
I'll just sit here.
You'll remember it as it comes.
We're going to direct every question at you.
Yeah.
In fact, you can make up as you go along and see how that goes. Just say stuff and it's probably in the film.
Somebody just watches it and goes, "This wasn't in the film. I was
Just get
promised.
attacked by a dragon.
I was
Where the
promised,
dragon?
I was promised a titty bar.
Are you,
Okay,
titty bar?
you ready to start?
You gonna
You
put a
gonna
timer
intro
on?
It's a
it?
12. What?
Okay.
You got a
okay,
timer?
I'll put a timer on, sure. Wait, 2 seconds. I'm
Hello, Brayford Radio.
How
How long do you think I can keep that voice up for? Oh, like a stink of whiskey in here because you sweat whiskey.
you sweat whiskey.
I do sweat whiskey.
Nice. Okay.
Right, ready for professionalism in 3, 2, 1. Hello, Brayford Radio, and welcome to the Bargain Bin Podcast with me, Adam Dokhan, and I'm joined by my two favourite co-hosts.
Nick?
And Jack.
And each week we dive into 3 different films and tell you if they're pretty good, pretty bad, or just damn right ugly. And this week we're starting off with Stuck on You. So, guys, what did you think of it?
Stuck on You, the 2003 comedy drama about Matt Damon being a conjoined twin. I have to say, it made me laugh a lot.
I loved it. I really
It
enjoyed
was
it.
great.
Jack loved it as well, and he's going to tell us the entire plot. So, Jack, what was the plot of Stuck on You?
Well, the plot on Stuck on You is that Matt Damon and his brother in it, who is Greg Kinnear?
Kinnear.
Or-
Kinnear.
Or
yeah.
famous Dumb and Dumber fame.
Dumb and Dumber.
Oh,
yeah.
is that him?
Yeah.
Yep, I
and
knew
The
that.
Newsroom, which is really good. You should watch that. It's really good.
Him and his brother go to... Obviously, they're conjoined together. and they want to become a famous like acting couple. So they go to Hollywood to try and make this dream come true. And Matt Damon.
That would have been a better movie.
Yeah, probably would have been, to be honest. Matt Damon's like more shy.
That's called Dogma. If you want to watch that, where he's a demon. Good film. Sorry, Jack. Carry on reading.
Sorry,
Good
Jack.
tangent. So just Matt Damon's a bit shy, and yeah.
So like
You
broad-
are reading from Wikipedia.
Yeah, I am.
But
Just
Jack can't remember a single thing
no,
about
I
this
really
film.
can't.
Jack zoned out during this film.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed it. Basically, Matt Damon is a really shy conjoined twin, and the other one wants to be an actor. So he starts getting roles being an actor, and they have to like place the cameras so that Matt Damon can't be seen in the scene. It's all very weird, and then Matt Damon falls in love, and it's
both
just
fall in love.
Yeah, it's just a very weird story.
I loved the CG. So basically, when the character who is the guy from Dumb and Dumber, I forgot his name,
Greg Kinnear.
When he gets big and famous, he moves off into LA, and he gets a part on a show where he's like a detective.
Yeah.
And obviously, because he's conjoined to Matt Damon, they have to CG him out of the scenes. So they get him in a big, giant green morph suit, and it's just Matt Damon's little head wandering around the scenes in a big green suit. I loved it so much.
I vaguely remember.
You
that.
vaguely remember
like,
that?
I do not remember,
Do you remember
virtually anything about
the
this
bits
film.
before they introduced the green screen, where they had to dress him up like the set, so he had to
Yeah.
hide behind doors.
I don't
Dressed him
remember
up
that
as a
either.
lamp and a door. It was great.
This is honestly the most forgettable film I've ever seen. The
What
fact
do
that
you mean?
we're talking about it, and I
This has
genuinely can't remember.
This has one of the
film.
best jokes in a film I have ever seen. One of the characters in it is literally Cher. Cher
Oh, yeah,
playing
Cher's-
herself.
Yeah.
And one of the jokes is that she's in a relationship with Malcolm from Malcolm in the Middle. And multiple times you see them in bed together, and Malcolm is still like a 13-year-old boy, and Cher is Cher. And it's hilarious.
It is really, really weird.
Yeah.
Like, they mentioned in it, because I was rewatching the scenes, it's like, they can't, Malcolm from Malcolm in the Middle, whatever his name is, can't stay up later than 9 because he's got a test tomorrow, a geography test. You're like, oh, you can't get away with that joke nowadays, can you?
No.
Especially with a celebrity. That bit's cut out. No, that bit's cut out. Hi, SoundCloud.
Hi, SoundCloud.
Or YouTube, depending on if I get around to
SoundCloud,
uploading
I'm
this.
still naked.
I'm going to leave that in. Just, I'm still naked. Just somewhere in the audio. It's going to be lovely. Do you know what's really weird about this film?
What?
You know, there's on YouTube, there's like a YouTube channel which shows you clips of every single film ever made.
Yeah.
Movie
Not
clips.
Movie clips.
Yeah.
Not a single one on Stuck on You.
It's because no one saw this movie.
Yeah.
It's lovely. It's so
It
heartfelt.
had.
and
Tell you what though, it had a budget of $55 million.
Yeah, they needed all that practical effects for the
To stick
conjoined,
Matt Damon to
conjoined
that guy.
twins thing.
Like for 2003, $55 million is a lot of money.
yeah, using rough exchange rate, that's about $1 billion.
Yeah, about that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably about $1 billion.
I
Isn't it?
mean,
It cost more than Infinity War.
yeah.
yeah. The Stuck on You had a bigger budget than Infinity War. You heard it here first.
Confirmed. Oh, I really hope you get famous enough where that will end up on a website somewhere. You can trace it back to us just spying and spewing out rubbish.
One thing about this movie is the characters meet Meryl Streep at some point because they keep talking. Greg Kinnear's character, one of the conjoined twins, he keeps talking about how Meryl Streep is his hero. And they keep mentioning it, and all the way through I was like, I swear to God, if Meryl Streep's in this movie, I'm going to be so mad. And then they meet her in a restaurant, and she has a cameo, and I was like, oh.
It was really awkward, that
Meryl,
moment.
what have you done? You've just like ruined your acting career by showing your face in this movie. It's awful.
I mean, like I would have taken that was probably half the $55 million budget. Just get Meryl Streep in
Probably.
for 10 minutes.
How much do you think it grossed worldwide?
Uh,
It beat its budget.
I think
Oh, it'd be his budget.
65 million. I'm not looking over at his notebook. That's a guess.
Wow, I'll tell you what, it's a really close guess. It's 65,784,503 pounds.
Well,
Dollars.
dollars, yeah. Nobody ever does anything in pounds.
No.
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 Bloody Americans.
yeah,
Cut that out.
immigrants.
Oh god.
Cut that. Hi, SoundCloud. I've still got my shirt off.
Do you remember the bit in the... this show should just be called Do You Remember That Bit? That's all we do. Do you remember the bit in the diner? It's like 60 seconds or less, and your meal is free.
Oh yeah, so the film starts with the conjoined twins working as a chef in a diner, and they have this like weird system where they're both flipping burger patties at each other and assembling the buns, and they have to make every burger in 60 seconds or less.
It's really good, like choreographed. It's quite good. I reckon. I mean, CGI is not a thing for this, but I reckon a lot of that is just really good timing and then working quite well.
Yeah, it's probably like in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
Literally about to say,
Tobey Maguire in that. How many takes did that take?
It's either 105 or 306.
Yeah.
It's like
Or
one
it's
of those ridiculous numbers.
Pizza on the roof in Breaking Bad where it took one take.
First take, first try. Like my amazing short film where I get hit in the face by a cardboard gun on the first take.
Yeah. That's
that one
very
that everyone's
beautiful.
seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone go watch it now.
Respawn on YouTube.
Adam Dokhan edit.
Hi SoundCloud.
I SoundCloud.
Yeah.
The awkward pause is just a SoundCloud where I look down at my notebook and read. Is there anything else in the film?
I mean, we've literally been going for 7 minutes.
7 minutes. Well, Stuck on You is worth a lot longer. There's so much that goes on in it.
Is that?
I'm
literally just having to sit here.
Okay.
We can just devolve into talking about random shit.
Yeah, we probably are anyway. But since we're not doing this film in order, do you remember the bit when they get the surgery? They have the fight in the film, like every film that has conjoined twins would do. They have a fight and then they get separated.
They
And
have
the bit
the
in
surgery to get separated.
Yeah, so when they get separated, they've got the two love interests in the film sitting in the waiting room. The doctor comes out and does the little sketch where he keeps misinforming them about how the surgery went. They keep thinking they're dying. I love that bit. It's like, it went really, really badly. It's like, oh my God, are they dead? No, we just, it took too long. They come out in two separate wheelchairs. I felt really heartbroken when they just split off.
Yeah,
like
they
that.
split off.
And they couldn't perform any of their tasks because they needed each other.
Matt Damon went back to be the chef at the burger restaurant.
But he couldn't do anything.
He couldn't do anything without his brother. And his brother went to try and be an actor, but he didn't have any of the same charm or any of the same finesse.
See, at least with the Matt Damon one, I understand, because it's like, okay, his whole thing was he has two people doing it, that makes sense. But, like, the other guy going back to being an actor is like, what? Like, why didn't he just succeed?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe his acting talent was in the middle bit.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But
They
he
just cut
comes
off,
back. He comes back to like their hometown where the burger shop is at the end to do a stage show, and he brings Meryl Streep with him.
Oh yeah, that's the whole subplot. Is Meryl Streep is going to help.
Wait, start that again. I
Yeah.
burped.
Sorry, yeah, just quickly. Did he succeed or not? Because I just kind of went on the thing that he didn't succeed.
Yeah,
but
he
No, he became an
succeeded.
actor.
He succeeded. All right. Well, we'll cut out the whole bit where I just said that he didn't succeed
No, we'll
because
keep that
I
in.
We'll
I
keep
do
that
not
in.
remember any of this
At
film.
the very end, they pseudo get joined back together again. Right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember
The pseudo
that.
get joined. It's been such a long time since we watched this film. Pseudo get joined
Was
back.
it last year?
Yes.
That's why I don't remember any of it.
They get rejoined back together again, and they go off and have their separate lives, sort of together with their love interests. And then he becomes an actor at the end on a stage show. And Meryl Streep's watching him in the play.
I vaguely remember that. Like, honestly, like I can't give this
You've got
film a
this
score
really
because I don't
hazy
remember
vision
any
of
of it.
I liked it. I don't know. I can't see why you don't like it. It's got charm. It's got heart. It's got a slightly racist-y joke in it, which I liked. Which was like, "Are you guys Siamese twins?" Like, no, we're not Siamese. Just like, yeah.
I don't remember any of it. Like, I just think that's my one thing for this section of the podcast.
I
just keep on going
remember.
over and over. I just that's
Do you remember
that's
the
my
bit with
one
the
response.
dragon, Jack?
Oh, I do actually. Yeah, that's the one bit I do remember. Yeah,
I am shirtless, by the way.
yeah.
Is that for the normal podcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad we just brought this up. 10
we-
minutes
I
into
I
this.
feel like they need to know.
Yeah.
Speaking of things
I'm
I
a
should
bit
have brought
hot.
up at the beginning, can I just apologise now for two things in last week's episode? Number one, the audio, because me and Nick had to share a microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hugged my own one.
Yeah, Jack wouldn't let me have his because he bites. And I also have to apologise to the Welsh, because listening back to the first one,
Yeah.
I agreed, but I didn't mean to, and I don't. I really don't. I kind of agreed with by accident, the racist interpretation saying it was fine because it was comedy. And I just want to say,
Sorry.
I
Yeah,
don't want to
sorry,
end up like
everybody.
James Gunn. Got him in.
Got him in.
There you go. How are we going to get into the next two films?
I got this.
Adam's
apologise
got
again.
a plan.
You'll never guess what James Gunn's second favourite film is. That's a callback to last week, listeners. If anybody watched it.
Who wants to play a game? Gamey game, oh gamey game.
That's such a good jingle.
That's
we need to
that's my
stick with that
jingle.
every
We'll
single
stick with this
week.
jingle
Yeah, we'll
every
just
time.
steal it from Dick and Dom.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is that a Dick and
Yeah, that's
I
the Dick
never
and
I
Dom.
never watched Dick and Dom. See, I'm continuing the trend that I don't watch anything.
Jack doesn't watch anything, so we thought we'd
Okay.
do a film podcast.
Yeah.
So this is a first time trying this, exclusive live, but not live pre-recorded.
No, don't
This
don't
game-
spoil the magic. This is live. Text in.
Is it text in? We're live.
No, legally,
Text
you
in.
can't do that.
Legally,
Legally,
you
I've
can't
got to
do
say,
that.
do not text in.
This game we're about to play is called Quick Make a Film. And the premise is 2 of us will say a countdown and then both at the same time say the name of a film, a TV show, a fictional location, or a character. And the third person has 10 seconds to think, then has to pitch a film combining these 2 things in 1 minute. So for this week, me and Jack will both be saying a word and Adam will be coming up with a film. So Adam, quick, make a film. Jack, have you got something to say?
I think that you should go first.
No, we have to say it at the same time.
Oh, we have to say it at the same time.
Can I
Okay.
just interrupt saying, we talked about this beforehand, Nick, and we were going to do it on Jack.
Yeah, I
and
know.
I feel like
I've reversed it
really
on you.
annoying. I should have spoken before you.
Okay, have you got a character or a film or a TV show?
Getting in the zone, listeners. Getting in the zone.
I'll give you an example to begin with. So we've done this, we've played this before on our own a bit because we're sad.
It was during a really bad film, though.
It
We
was.
started to diverge.
I said the In-Betweeners and Adam said the X-Men, and we came up with the idea of a superhero university where people have really bad superpowers and are trying to improve, but they're just going around trying to go out to clubs and trying to do student-y things with their really bad powers.
Okay, just quickly, not in the podcast, just cutting off there.
This is
Is
staying
it
in.
is it characters? So like, can I
you
say
can
like
say
a character?
a character, or a film, or a TV show.
Okay, sure. So, back on.
Not a
now.
video game character though.
No. So if I said not back on. If I was like, I don't fucking know, Cher from Stuck in You.
No, you
Stuck
can
on-
just say Cher.
Okay, so
Because
yeah.
Cher is a real person.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. What? So if I just said Cher.
And yeah, so if you said Cher and I said Fight Club, Adam would have to come up with a plot where Cher starts fighting herself and trying to take down Starbucks.
How well do I know Cher's music?
Okay, have
Okay.
you got
Yeah, I do.
something?
Yeah.
Okay.
How are we gonna do this? We're just gonna go 3, 2, 1.
I think I've got something. Okay, right. I'm back up. Okay, Jack, are you ready?
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Andy
Paul
Samberg
Blart
from
Mall
Brooklyn
Cop.
Nine-Nine.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad one.
So I said Paul Blart Mall Cop, and
I
you said
Andy Samberg from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Now,
so
do
Jake
you-
from Brooklyn
Yeah,
Nine-Nine.
Jake from Brooklyn
So you've got 10 seconds.
Just before, do you mean the film, or do you mean the character?
I mean the film.
Okay.
Oh, he's got a really easy one. All right, you've
Yeah,
got.
it's really
Give
easy.
me
You've got
10
10 seconds to
10
think.
seconds.
Dun 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 dun.
3, 2, 1. Quick, make a film.
Okay. I got really caught up in the music, I'm not going to lie. 5 seconds, that was, yeah, I like this tune. Right. So, after the events of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the team have all been fired due to misconduct or something. And because of that, Jake Peralta, which is his name, I think, is trying his best to regain some kind of power in his job. So he becomes a mall cop, where he's trying to where he's trying to recreate his life that he used to have in the 9-9 inside the mall. So he's going over the top. He's chasing down shoplifters left and right. He's tackling them to the ground. He's going for an imaginary gun, but he hasn't got one because he's not allowed one because he's a mall cop. And he's trying his best to recreate his life. However, unsuspecting to him, one of the character villains from the show Brooklyn Nine-Nine is planning to rob one of the stores inside the big mall thing.
Is it the Pontiac
Is it the
Bandit?
It is the
Pontiac
Pontiac Bandit. It is Daryl from The Office. Oh, Every time I see him, that's all I think. It's like, oh, there's Daryl. What have you done, Daryl? You've chosen a life of crime. And he's trying his best to stop the Pontiac Bandit from stealing one of the shop's most valuable items, an original Pontiac steering wheel. It's like a car auction shop.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, that's certainly a film.
Basically, Paul Blart Mall Cop.
It's basically, I can imagine Andy Samberg actually making that film
I definitely
and it being a flop and not funny at all.
I don't know. I think Andy Samberg's really good at just being funny.
Have
Like,
you seen Popstar?
I haven't, and I don't want
I've been meaning
to.
Don't. He's
Really?
good. He's good in Brooklyn Nine-Nine because
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
yeah, he's good in Bricklaying 99 because
His spin-off show.
other people are like writing for him, and he's like with a cast of people. Even though he's like the main character, as I say, he still gets support. But in Popstar, it was all like, look, this is a film about me, and you see that Andy Samberg just.
But isn't that the point?
on
Is it
his
supposed
own,
to be over the top? Like,
It's supposed to be over the top, but over the top funny. But it's not. It's just over the top, annoying, not funny, egotistical.
Are the rest of Lonely Island in it? 'Cause
I don't think so.
Really? No, that's a shame.
To be fair, I don't think I can name another person from Lonely Island.
No.
I can tell you what they look like.
I can't even do that.
Do it on the ground.
One of them looks a bit like Andy Samberg from a distance. That's about the best I can give you.
So one of them is Andy Samberg, and the other one just looks like him from a distance.
And
Yes.
the other one is the other one.
Yeah, basically.
I don't even know how many members there are in Lonely
I
Island.
think there's 3, but I think also at one point there was 4.
I think there was 4 at one point.
Yeah. I can tell you though. Good music though.
Hey SoundCloud, I'm still topless.
Oh, nice.
Nice. I couldn't do it.
You can't do a noise.
I couldn't do it.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Got a dirty thumb.
that's
Nice.
disgusting. Right, that was a good game, wasn't it? Oh,
Yeah,
right, that was a good game, wasn't it?
That was a good game. Look forward to more good games to come, and next week good games. Yes.
Also, if you have any ideas,
Words, English.
if you have any ideas for any other games you think we should do,
Please tweet at Brayford Radio. We are desperate. We should also say follow Brayford Radio on Twitter at Brayford Radio
Yeah, do that.
and at Brayford Radio Station on Instagram for updates and to keep in touch.
and if you want to go crazy, why don't you just follow at Phantom GC as well, because that's me.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
No,
Okay, don't do that.
No.
And also, if you happen to miss the podcast at any time, any Sunday, you're busy doing other things, and you want to catch up on an episode, we are uploading them to SoundCloud at Bargain Bin Podcast.
And they're also on YouTube with the same name, if you want to join in on that. And if you want to email us at any point with any, good game ideas or whatever, at it's bargainbin or thebargainbin@gmail.com.
Isn't it the, misspelled bargain bin?
No, I changed that really quickly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, that's fine. And I saw the message pop up with the corrections like, have I been spelling it wrong all this time? Bargain's a weird word.
It is a weird word. Oh my god, we've only just gotten to 20 minutes.
Woo!
We were
20
supposed to spend
minutes!
all this time talking about Stuck on You.
Bunny Man time.
Bunny man. Bunny
Hell.
man.
Right,
yeah.
you ready, SoundCloud? Jack's going to nail this transition first time. You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, for our next film, we are going a little bit more B-movie-esque. Stuck on You, $55 million budget. That's quite a big film.
Mainstream film.
Yeah, exactly. It's got Cher in it. It's got Matt Damon. You got some Meryl Streep. You got some people in it that you can name.
Name the other main actor in it. Without looking him up right now.
Greg Kinnear.
Very good.
Well done, Jack. Well
yeah,
played.
I definitely didn't look at my phone for that. But our next film, you will not have heard of, and if you have heard of it, then
Good luck.
yeah, well
Well
done.
Hive mind though.
Yeah, exactly. It is Bunny Man 2 because we didn't want to watch the first one. But Nick has got a few interesting facts about this.
Bunny Man 2 has 4 different names. It was at first called Bunny Man 2, and then when it released on DVD in the US, it was called Bunny Man Vengeance. But when it was released in the UK on DVD, it was called The Bunny Man Resurrection. But now it's been renamed to The Bunny Man Massacre. So if you're looking for it online, try The Bunny Man Massacre, And
Just type in
if you
Bunny Man
can't
2.
find it, Bunnyman 2 should work.
What one was on our DVD?
Bunnyman Resurrection.
Resurrection.
But Bunnyman is an awful attempt at like a gory horror,
Slasher.
gory slasher
Yeah,
horror.
it really, really wants to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
It really wants
There's a
to be
shot
that.
which is from Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, when he's walking with the chainsaw,
and he,
like with like, him as a silhouette.
yeah, and he puts it onto her shoulder. It's like a long shot, a wide of inside a barn, and the only light is obviously the door for the barn. And there's a woman on her knees kneeling, like she's been tied out or whatever.
Yeah.
And he comes along and chainsaws like the side of her neck. That's from I think they did a remake of it recently. There's a shot in that.
I should say the guy doing the chainsawing is a mute man in a giant like mascot bunny costume.
Yeah.
And when he takes his mask off, he looks a lot like a really low res, really pale Freddy Krueger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does. Yeah, and it's kind of weird.
So
like,
the premise of this film, I think, is this
maybe
crazy man in a bunny costume chops people up with a chainsaw, then gives them to a guy who owns a store, and he makes them into beef jerky and sells them.
Yeah. There's not a lot on like.
No,
there's really not a lot on this
it's
film.
mainly
online.
just a lot of scantily clad women running about being chased by a chainsaw.
Yeah.
There is some nudity.
There is a lot of nudity.
Is there a lot? There's
some at the
like a
beginning.
moderate amount.
There's a whole scene at the start where Bunny Man attacks a tent of teenagers, and all of them are naked
Doing
and just running
nefarious
about.
things to each other.
All of them are naked and running about, and he kills one of them by tying them up in a sleeping bag and swinging the sleeping bag at
Wait,
a rock.
does he do that?
Yeah.
I remember thinking I wanted that because
That's
God,
what he
which
did.
Friday the 13th is it? Is
It's
it like
in one of the
7?
Friday the 13th.
It's like 6 or 7. It's a latest Friday the 13th, and he does it against a tree.
Yeah.
I know you can do that in the game. I saw some people playing that.
can
And
you?
that's one, like if you hide in the sleeping bag, it's one of the takedowns is if you can discover which one it is, he just picks it up and whacks it against
Yeah,
the nearest wall.
it's done in one of the later Friday the 13th, and that is the best bit in the entire saga. It's
It's a brutal kill.
yeah.
Yeah, right. I've got a little test game for you.
Oh,
Inside this, which one of these is not the tagline for the series?
For the series.
Yes.
Which one is not?
Yeah, they're all really bad and generic. But figure out which one of these isn't.
Wait, sorry. So
it's got multiple taglines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
like
okay.
it has different names. It has
each
different
version
taglines.
had a tagline.
Ready? Tagline possible number 1: monsters are real.
Oh, please let it not be that.
Number 2: one by one, they all fall down. And number 3: all the pretty girls die young. Can you figure out which one's fake?
I think it's the second one because it's the only one that actually sounds okay.
I think the first one is fake.
Incorrect. They're all real, and they've all been used in the series, and they're all awful.
Wow. The
Wow.
last one is
All
so
the pretty
good.
girls die
All
young.
pretty girls die young.
Although I watched a clip from the first one, because once again, like Stuck on You, very little clips exist of this.
Yeah, but this is more
Obviously.
understandable.
Yeah, this is understandable. This is a terrible B movie.
There's a good kind of fake out death to get back at the villain. So the Bunny Man's in the first one, obviously. And there is no context provided for this scene. But it is shot awfully, like a student film, you know, that level. And the guy's like, "I've got no weapons, just take her." And you can't see, but there's a girl on the floor, like, passed out, maybe been hit by a car or something, you can't tell. And he slowly, and you can hear the guy grunting, trying to pick her up and put her over his shoulder, and then walks over to his big truck and throws her in it. The Bunny Man gets into the car, and then she just kind of springs back up and stabs him with not a knife, a pair of scissors, which I thought was quite cool, like a bit of a fake out. And then he just turns around and clocks her. So, like everything in these films, there's a really like, oh, they're going to do that, and then it's quickly undercut by clearly there was no budget and no time, so all these cool ideas have to be muted really quickly.
Yeah. Although they do very much call back to that scene in the second one. I don't know whether you remember, multiple times he has like flashbacks to like this girl, and that is the girl that stabs him, which is like it's so weird that this film that has no budget, no like, I mean, you know, premise, style,
Annoying
anything.
characters,
Yeah,
no
exactly.
development.
tries to have the continuity between the two. You'd think that they just go like, look, we know we're a stupid film about this bunny man just trying to kill people. We're just, each of them are separate things.
I'll tell you what, though, another fun fact.
Oh, another fun fact of the day.
I always thought it was really weird that it's just a bunny man. I thought maybe it's like, oh, we bought this rabbit costume really cheap at an auction. Let's make a film about it. It's actually based on a Virginian urban legend.
Really?
Yep, obscurely, but it is. There is this bunny-like man creature in Virginia that goes around killing people in the woods. So it's kind of based on that.
I guess, yeah.
It's always so tropey.
Yeah. I mean,
You're looking at the pictures of it now.
I mean, yeah, like it's just if you had told me that they bought this at like a costume store for 20 quid and just decided, yeah, that's what we're going to use for our mascot for this film, like the killer that everyone's going to know, like, I don't know.
I remember one scene specifically really well, which Adam couldn't watch and Jack was squeamish
I
at.
couldn't do this one.
I wasn't squeamish at it. I was alright with it. It's just Adam. Adam couldn't. He literally couldn't
I'm
watch
going to
it.
say this. I hate horror films. And 9 times out of 10, the films we watch are horror films.
Not 9 times out. I make sure to pick one a week just for Adam. Just for Adam.
It just, every night, it crushes me. But luckily, they're so bad, it's okay. However, I don't know what it was. It's the thought of this, which, I don't know, it just got in my head.
So what happened was the bunny man had captured these women and he was killing them off one by one. So to kill one of them off, he put her in like a water barrel, an oil barrel.
Those big blue barrels.
Barrels. And locked her in it. And then he got nails and a hammer and a drill and stuck nails all around the edge of the barrel so they were sticking inwards towards where she was. He then proceeded to kick the barrel off the edge of a steep rocky hill. So the barrel just bounced down. Obviously she was inside getting hit by all the nails, and it was just it wasn't gory as per se, but I think just the thought of it made Adam cringe up into a ball.
Because when they do the drill, there's a bit where it's like really close to her face, and you're just like, oh no, in the eye, gross. Just couldn't do it. Although that's in the trailer, so I watched the trailer. There's 2 trailers, same exact clips, 2 different songs.
Oh,
really, really bad. And it's all like one of those like a slow upbeat, that kind of trope where it's like, oh, it's a happy song but played to horrible stuff. And then the other
I like that trope. Don't give that trope a bad name.
I think it's overdone. The most over the top kind of Inception, boom, every 30 seconds, and it introduced like there's over 10,000 rabbits in the US, but one of them is pissed. That's it. That's
cool. What?
I know it's awful, but it's great. So,
sorry, quick tangent. Are we gonna have to boot that out? Pissed? Is that a thing?
He's miffed.
Hi SoundCloud.
I'll do that bit again.
Hi SoundCloud.
Like one of the trailers, like, there's over 10,000 rabbits in the US.
Only 10,000 rabbits in the US.
10,000.
Wow.
There's over 10 million rabbits in the US. But this one is miffed.
And they definitely use that word.
They use that word.
Definitely
not
use
a
the word
different word,
miffed.
which we had to cut out and redo.
Another fun fact about this film, because this film is so
many fun facts.
bad.
So many fun facts.
It has hundreds of them. And I've saved this one from both of you because I want to see Jack's reaction.
Oh, nice.
Right, so the trailer music, which is used in this film, not the 2 I've talked about, there's another one.
There's another one.
There's another
trailer, and some of the film has ripped music directly from 28 Days Later.
Wow.
I mean, I feel like I noticed that when watching it. Like, it has oh my god, what is his name? It's John somebody.
Cena.
if it was John Cena, that'd be amazing. No,
he was in it, you just couldn't see him. Memes!
Hey.
Wait, okay.
Hey SoundCloud, I'm going to kill myself tonight. I'm still topless.
Listen.
No, don't.
I want to touch your nipples.
Trying to touch my nipples. Stop.
They keep looking at me.
Take your shirt off. Go on.
No,
take your shirt off.
Weird if I do it. Then it's just Jack with a top on.
Take your shirt off.
I'm gonna take my shirt off.
Okay.
Yeah. So John Murphy, who is the artist, the In a House in a Heartbeat. It is like that is the 28 Days Later song. Like, you know, everyone. If you don't know it, type in the song. That will be the one that turns up.
Yeah, they've nicked that one.
yeah, I mean, it's a good song. And if they got the rights to it, then fair enough.
They definitely didn't get
They definitely didn't get the rights to it, though.
Things we need to talk about before we move on from this film. The very opening. Do you remember it?
I do remember
The
the
girl
opening.
on the bench.
Yeah, which makes no
And
sense.
The school bus.
Yeah.
So, to start it off, it opens...
Can we say this? Can we?
I'm going to
Yeah.
be very careful.
Be very
Because,
careful.
like,
I'm pretty sure
I feel
you
like
can
we
say-
were already kind of pushing our luck with the chainsaw, and I don't know how
It just-
how safe for work radio has to be.
We can describe what happens.
I'm going to describe it in really fluffy languages.
A lot of kids
Get
become
slaughtered
very-
fucking
with a
chainsaw.
Watch me nail this. Right.
Okay, bye SoundCloud.
That's the sound of returning back to normal radio there. Okay, so at the very beginning,
Mhm.
it opens with this girl sitting on a bench. Nothing out of the ordinary. It's like in the middle of a dirt road. It's like a school bus area, pickup area. And the school bus pulls up, and then the ominous music starts playing, and then the ominous music starts playing. Did that hurt? Nick just slapped his tummy. If SoundCloud's wondering what that sound was.
Was this the shot you were thinking
that's
of?
the shot I'm talking about. That's a Texas Chainsaw Massacre shot. Jack, by the way, for SoundCloud, who's definitely listening at this point,
Yeah.
just showed me the picture I was discussing earlier about the open barn shot.
I don't think that is from.
I'm sure I've seen, or there was a film recently that has it in, but it was like, it's definitely, that's a reference to it, because that can't be an original idea.
Yeah, I mean it's too like it's not even that good of a shot. I mean it's like a solid shot.
Oh, it's
don't
solid.
get me wrong, but it's not a good
It's
shot.
a good shot.
Like if that was way more silhouetted and you couldn't see them and it wasn't in broad daylight, it was maybe in like golden hour or something. Like it would look pretty good. Yeah.
Beautiful. Anyway,
Beautiful.
at the beginning, back there again, it's on some kind of dirt road, and the bus pulls up, and then suddenly the girl just slumps over, and you've seen that she's been killed and tied to the bench. But no one reacts in the shocked manner which they should. And then these kids sit out of their chair inside the bus and point, go, "Look out! There's a bunny!" And the driver.
That's a good child impression.
It's
Look out, there's a bunny!
It's literally the word said in it. They turn, and the driver doesn't pay any attention to that until a man who's about 6 foot appears in a 7-foot bunny costume, because of the ears, comes along with a chainsaw and just leans into the window, and then just blood everywhere, wall to wall.
Yeah.
Blood.
It's not a very tasteful scene.
It's not tasteful.
No.
It's just so intense. And then,
It
of
was-
course, he
But-
gets
but
onto
that's
the
the thing.
bus
It's a
and
bit of
just
shock factor.
But it's not all right. So as I've got the cover of it, what I do find curious is that half of the back cover has like a school bus sign and a school bus like back, and it's like that is one scene at the beginning of the film that has no bearing on the rest of the film.
But we all remembered that scene, and I don't think we remember
Anything
many
else.
other scenes from
yeah,
the film.
true.
It's like Kangaroo Jack in many respects.
Another great movie.
You've not seen Kangaroo
Yeah,
Jack?
it's in Kangaroo Jack.
Oh
Okay.
dear, Jack.
Then one day I will tell you the story of Kangaroo Jack.
Coming soon to the podcast, we will be reviewing Kangaroo Jack.
Nice. I'm
It's
really,
gonna blow
I'm
your
really looking
mind.
forward to that. Also, another thing. Oh, sorry, go on.
I was going to say, it's all about a kangaroo.
Wink.
A wink. Okay, so another thing about the cover is that apparently it is inspired by true events.
Well, I did
You
say
said
it was
the
based on
urban
urban
myth.
legend.
Yeah, but like, does that mean that there's?
America's a big place.
Gonna have to cut that out anyway because of burp. Sorry, Jack.
I do like how you
You've
moved
purposely
into
lent
the
in
mic.
to do that.
God, I swear that my mic is just really loud.
Yeah.
At the minute, like I feel like that is the closest I can go.
Well, don't go any closer then.
Don't go any closer.
Yeah, I know.
I
but
think
still.
we're all... I mean,
Hi,
the headset's
SoundCloud.
quite loud. Yeah. I like to edit my podcast midway through just to test things.
Yeah.
I think we're fine.
Okay.
But luckily, I'm not editing this week, so... Hey,
Bugsy, not me. I've got too much to do.
Jack, you're editing.
I've got way too much to do.
I've
going
got way
home.
too much to do. You're going home.
Yeah, but that means that I don't have this weekend to do stuff.
Do it
Yeah,
on the way home. It
do
took
it
me
on the
3
way home.
hours to
I
do last
can't
week.
do
3
anything in a
hours.
car because I get car sick.
I get car sick.
Yeah, I literally
I'm
I
pathetic.
I
To
said
the
Bugsy,
point-
not me. I'll do it next week.
shocker,
Promise.
not me.
I did the first week, therefore immune.
Yeah, but
I said Bugsy, not me.
I'll do 2 weeks after. So if I
You don't have to edit like next year because you're in America.
Yeah, you've just got to send us your
You've just got to
footage.
send us the audio.
I don't mind.
Hey
editing next
SoundCloud,
year.
guess what?
No, 'cause
We're
then we
going
have-
international next
Then
year.
we have to send you the audio for you to edit and send it back. It'll be easier for me and Adam just to alternate editing next year.
I will happily edit after 30th of November.
I'm not editing this
I
week.
can't.
Sorry,
I've
guys.
done 2 in a row.
You haven't done 2 in a row.
He
I
did
would
the
have done
demo.
2 in a row if I do this one.
Oh, okay.
Fight between yourselves. Right. Anyway, where were we?
The fact that on the front cover that it is inspired by true events.
Oh yeah, Kangaroo Jack. I was going to say.
Thanks for noting that.
Sorry. That was a general cough.
It could be inspired by true events. I mean, America's a really big place.
It
is
is.
a
We haven't heard everything that's come out of it.
I don't think anybody.
I'm sure one.
I'm sure there's probably some kind of insane asylum with like a death tunnel or something. In
If
America
only there was
somewhere.
a film. That
If only
could
there was a film
describe
about
it.
that.
And then we knew
Stay
someone who
tuned.
was going there.
But I'm not though.
You will go and see it.
No. But honestly, all right. So to fill listeners,
Stop
whatever.
filling our listeners in. It's weird.
Yeah,
There's only 3 of them.
we can say that on radio. A little bit of light innuendo. That's fine.
Yeah. Last week I kept them all in.
Nice,
Good luck trying to edit around this, by the way.
lovely. Yeah, we watched. Do I do this bit about Death Tunnel?
Just say next week we're going to. At some point we're going to watch a film called Death Tunnel. It's going to be really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
One of the best films I've ever seen.
It's the best film about a tunnel I've
The
ever seen.
best.
And I've seen 3 films about tunnels.
Name them. Go.
Channel Tunnel, What Really Went On. And then Journey to the Centre of the Earth, where they go through a big tunnel.
I mean,
And the third,
Death Tunnel.
not
Death
including
Tunnel.
Death Tunnel.
not
Journey
in-
to the Centre of 2, with The Rock.
I mean,
Winning.
I'm still topless.
I'm glad we've mentioned that once again. Okay.
This is a great tangent. You can cut this whole bit out. Weirdos in America, based on an urban legend. Do you want to talk about the characters? Oh,
No, what the two-dimensional
the two-
characters?
The 2-dimensional characters in this film, fun fact, have no surnames. On IMDb,
I mean, I
they are
wouldn't
all
expect
listed
them
as
to.
Josh, Trank,
Trank.
Jessica.
Trank.
Trank. What is Trank?
I'm
What
struggling
is
for
Trank short
American
for?
like student name.
Chad.
I've
Chad.
burped
See,
again.
Nick.
We've got a real problem.
I'm
Jack's
sorry.
gonna really hate this edit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jack.
It just means that I'm just going to cut out just large amounts of it and I have to
It's
re-record bits.
Hey, should we talk about the characters?
Yeah, let's do that.
What do you mean?
For the
that
first time.
Yeah, the one-dimensional characters.
They're so one-dimensional. They haven't got surnames.
Oh.
Oh, I wonder what their names are. Probably stuff like Josh, Jessica, and Trank.
I might gotta keep it in. This is the only way we'll ever become new and noteworthy on iTunes.
Trank.
Trank's a name.
No, it's not.
It's definitely
What is it
not.
short for? Tranquilizer.
Josh Trank. Oh, that's a surname.
Please, can we keep this?
Yeah, I'll keep. If I'm editing, which I don't want to, like
I've
keeping this
mentioned
in.
it now. You've got to. It's in the podcast.
Trank.
One last time, everybody. Hey, shall we talk about the characters in it?
Yes, that sounds like fun.
I'm keeping all that bit in, by the way. So I'll cut this bit.
You got to cut one
but-
of them.
Yeah, no, I'm cutting the first one. Well, don't do a third take, but just talk about like.
Anyway, the
We
characters.
can cut after we have a breakdown about
Yeah,
Trank.
yeah, exactly. I'll break off on my joke though because I want that
Keep
in.
the joke and a bit of a laugh.
Yeah.
Editing the podcast live. They were so annoying because they have the most tropiest like character development ever. In fact, they don't.
Character development.
Yeah, it's
Character
like,
development.
None of them have like when they have an opportunity to seize power. Like one of them has a gun at one point and can shoot the bunny man. She doesn't.
Oh, but
She's
is
scared.
this going to be like in Friday the 13th though, or I suppose Halloween as well, where it's like, are they actually human because they, can get shot and still be alive? And because in fairness, that could be what they're going for. Because in the first one, oh my god, sorry. Okay, because like in the first one,
Can you smell whiskey?
yeah,
It's
I
Nick's
smell a
sweat,
lot.
isn't it?
Because in the first one, he gets stabbed with the scissors.
The scissors,
So
yeah.
maybe that is what they're trying to go for. That he is like Freddy and Michael.
Yeah.
No, No, Jason.
Jason.
And Michael.
Ja-
Yeah, I mean, I guess Freddy's.
He does get burnt as well. That's the point of the end. He gets set on fire. That's why he's got the burnt face in the second one.
Wait, in the first one he gets burned?
No, sorry, in Bunnyman.
Oh,
Yeah.
He gets burnt at the end
I'm
of
confused about which
The first
terrible
one.
horror movie we're talking about.
Hey, you don't diss the first Halloween.
I can watch.
Yeah,
It's here.
it's
You haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Neither have I.
Exactly.
It's furious knowledge.
So go from my word that it is a incredibly good horror film.
I mean, that's the only bit that's going to go in the podcast.
It's
Isn't
John.
It?
Yeah.
It's John Carpenter, so it's bound to
exactly.
be good.
It's a thing, isn't it?
Another way better horror film than this one.
Is it a horror film? It's more of a thriller.
It's
a horror.
supposed to be a horror,
It's a
though.
horror.
If
I
you
guess
really
it's
want
like-
to push it, you could call it a slasher,
It's like
but
an
it's
era,
a
isn't it?
horror.
It's an era change.
Okay, so should we do our next game?
Sure. Well, it's not a game, Jack. This
Okay.
week we're gonna review some trailers that have come out in the past week.
Oh yeah.
Oh, boy.
Trailer time. So you may have seen recently we've had a teaser for Toy Story 4. We've had the trailer for Detective Pikachu, and we've had the trailer for the Lego Movie 2.
Whoop whoop.
Adam's very excited for that.
I love the Lego movie. Because I'm a child with a big heart. Anyway.
I feel like the Lego Movie 2, it'll be good, but I feel like after the first Lego movie, I was like, okay, that's really good, but I don't need more of this.
I agree, but watching the other Lego movies they made, and by that I mean I watched
The
Batman.
Batman
I watched
and the Ninja one.
I only watched the Batman one.
Wait, they made a ninja one?
Yeah.
Like basically Lego's biggest property is something called Ninjago.
Which
And so
I do know of that.
They were
yeah.
just like, and they make a TV show as well. Screw it, let's just make a movie, and it's super over the top, but like really style. It's really cool. But that was kind of the like, like it was made without it didn't have the soul that the Lego movie did. Basically,
Yeah.
they had all the assets, they had all the technology, so it wasn't pushing anything. It was just we can make another.
It just didn't have good writers or good voice
no, it
actors.
had like they did really good voice actors. There's some big names in it.
Oh, really?
And they do this really cool thing. No, I'm talking about the Ninjago movie. They did the cool thing. There's news anchors in it, and for each like region where they released it, they re-recorded the news anchors for like the most popular ones of their area.
Yeah.
So for us,
Oh.
we had like GMTV presenters were the voices,
Oh.
and then for America was like CNN presenters.
Like in Zootopia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they
okay.
redid all the ones for like different animals. So like China got like a panda,
Yeah.
and the UK got like a buffalo or something.
Yeah. Anyway, Lego Movie 2.
Anyway, Lego Movie 2, it looks okay.
I think it'd be fun. That's why I as long as it's fun, that's all I care about. 'Cause what surprised me about the first one was the sudden twist where it's like, oh,
The sudden,
it's all
like-
real
Yeah.
father and son relationship, which was really like, oh, that really got me. I don't think you can do that again.
No, they
But
definitely
I
can't
like-
pull that again.
I think just not going anywhere near that and just telling another story. You could do at the end, just say it's the story of this father and son playing together. Because it is, they're mixing up Lego again. So it could be that. But
I'll tell you what
I
it'll
liked
be.
it.
In the trailer, if you haven't seen it, it introduces the new bad guy, Emperor Evil or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
But my guess is that that's the kid's new stepmom, and he's like pretending that she's evil in Lego, and then she comes at the end and plays
Turns
with
out
him.
she's
Maybe.
really
Turns
nice.
out she's really
I,
good.
Yeah.
That's my guess for it.
So if you want to hear something really dull, because I know a lot about Lego, the villains in it are the girls, quote unquote, Lego sets they do now.
Yeah.
Lego Friends. That's why they look a bit different and they're more pink and colourful.
Wait, what in Lego Movie 2?
Yeah.
The villains in this one's like a space thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a space thing, but like the things that capture wild style
Yeah.
they're called Lego Friends.
Oh, okay.
They're like these weird like doll-like Lego things.
Mm.
So my guess is it's going to be either it's his stepmom or I think it's going to be like a sister, and it's going to be the whole you play with your Lego, I'll play with my Lego, they don't mix. I think that's where it's going to go.
Yeah.
Personally.
But didn't they do that at the end
The end
That
of the
was
last
like
one
a little
was
joke
Duplo.
at the end of the last one. Was a little sister like dumped all her Duplo over everything.
So if there's anything,
yeah.
I reckon it'd be just that, and it's like 7 years later, probably.
Yeah,
Is
I
there-
don't think we need another twist like that. I'd rather
No,
just see
just a story in
fun
that
story.
universe, if anything.
But
Is there any reason as to why there's like a wasteland at the minute?
I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find
no,
out.
yeah, no, there's no clue at the end. It's like it's pretty happy at the end of it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
It's very Mad Max, which I quite like.
But I guess it's it's produced well, done by
Humour's,
good people.
I can
So
see
I
the
reckon
humour.
it's just going to be a fun little movie.
Mm.
Yeah. Detective Pikachu now?
Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
Jack, as
I'm
a big Pokemon fan, what do you think?
I'm very excited for this film. I think like it has a lot of potential. It could be very good. I think in the end it would be an average film, but like I think my hopes for it is that it's going to be very good. Yeah, exactly.
That's where my Lego is.
Because I really like seeing the Pokemon like kind of not just 3Dified, but kind of like made real. The fact that Pikachu has fur and Charizard has scales and that kind of thing. However, Mr. Mime, no,
too spooky?
It's too weird. It's too weird.
I just think it's going to be, from the trailer, from the looks of it, I was like, and from the get-go, I can kind of tell it's just going to be a bang average movie.
Yeah.
But I don't see why we need like a live action Pokemon movie. Just let Pokemon be Pokemon. Leave it alone.
I think it's fine doing a live action one. I'm in between you two. For some of the Pokemon, I think they look great, but for some of them, I don't think real-lifing them look too much. Like the only other thing you could do is make them all matte and almost like solids, which I think would look terrible. I think would work for some of them, but not all. I'm not a big fan of the fur on Pikachu. It doesn't look strong enough, if that makes sense.
I think
it looks too
Charizard
looks great.
And the Frog Ninja one look good, but apart from that, I think they all look pretty.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of excited for it. I'd like to see where they go. I think doing Detective Pikachu is a weird one to start with.
No, I like it though.
I would have just done
like a red.
Yeah, Pokemon Red like storyline.
And maybe doing like the first gym or something, but making a big arc getting to the first.
No, the thing is, I like the fact that they're doing Detective Pikachu because it means that, like, one, if this does terribly, it can be a standalone film, and there'll probably be a hint to a sequel, but for the most part, it will be a standalone film. And secondly, they have a really easy, like, kind of plot that they can just have. It's just he is trying to find this guy is trying to find his father, and that's it. Like they don't. There's a basic plot. They can do stuff with it. They can have a twist. Like it doesn't need people who don't like Pokemon can still go and see it because it's a detective movie. You know.
I can see that. It's kind of like if you don't like comic books, you can still watch Watchmen.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
one thing I'm majorly against is Ryan Reynolds voicing Pikachu.
Yeah.
He is just using his normal voice. He's not even trying. And also, if you imagine Pikachu speaking English, he doesn't sound. No. He wouldn't sound like Ryan Reynolds. No. It's so off-putting to me and takes me right out of it.
He's been typecast, which is because it's a really good role he's got. But he's stuck in that kind of zany character. So doing a semi-serious Pokemon Pikachu thing, I don't think works for him at all. Because in my head, it's just Deadpool in a costume.
I imagine he's just gonna bring that like jokey, witty thing to the Detective Pikachu character, and I don't think that'll work.
Yeah, he's more of a. I remember hearing about this ages ago, and I don't know if it was just some offhand comment I heard. I thought the voice was going to be the guy from How I Met Your Mother.
Neil Patrick Harris.
I thought it was him. Now I don't know if that was just like a rumor or something actually went through, but I think that would be better.
I mean, anything's better than Ryan Reynolds.
What is one thing that I kind of want them to have it in, but at the same time, it's just kind of, it would be so stupid if they do, is that, have you not seen the Pikachus dressed like Deadpool?
Yeah, I've seen those.
Like, if they put that in the film, on the one hand, it would be like a chuckle, but on the other hand, it would be like...
in the Pokemon film, but it'll definitely be in the Deadpool film.
If
okay, yeah, fair enough.
That's the next...
No, they are making it.
They're making like Team
They're doing X-Force.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
That's what they said at the end. Well, they said it at the end of the film, because Deadpool was kind of like done as a character. You can't go anywhere, but you can do it with other people.
But you can do a Deadpool like as the head of the X-Men film.
No, I think they can really go somewhere with
that. There are loads of stories, but I think that it's too zany at this point.
No, I thought, spoilers for Deadpool 2, I thought that Vanessa was going to come back as Death because he has a relationship literally with Death in the comics.
Yeah.
So I thought she was going to come back and be Death. And that is a point. Why would they not do that? That's such a good plot for a film.
She's a really good character in it.
Yeah.
She really stands out in it, even though she's not in as much as the first one. For obvious reasons, she's dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never thought about it like that, but I think that'd be quite a cool twist to it.
I genuinely thought that's what was going to happen in Deadpool 2. I was really surprised when they didn't do that.
That's quite cool.
Speaking of Deadpool 2, another trailer from this week is the trailer for the redo of Deadpool 2, the PG-13 cut of Deadpool 2.
So
I saw it.
I just think is really unnecessary. It's like, I get why they're doing it, but I'm not going to see it.
To be honest, I think I'll see it. I just want to know what they've done. I'm more curious than like I'll see it again, which I'm okay because I like Deadpool too. But it's like I'm really curious of what have they cut out and what's
and
okay.
how have they cut it to be a PG-13?
I really hope there are some new jokes in it.
I doubt there will be.
No, I just think like it's the kind of thing that they probably were in a meeting and thought, oh, wouldn't it be funny if Deadpool was a 12 because haha, that's what everyone was afraid of.
And also we can get everyone to go see it again and make loads of money.
Mm-hmm.
And you just got to have like a little bit of a marketing campaign behind it. Costs like, I don't know, $200,000, not very much. Let's just go do it. And there you go. We just made another, I don't know, $20 million.
And not tell anyone about it until 2 weeks before it's released, so everyone thinks it's a secret Deadpool Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Which is how they've marketed it. Which
Yeah.
is a bit annoying, but
Whatever.
oh well. What was the other trailer? The teaser for Toy Story 4.
Toy Story 4, yeah. Everyone is either really for this or really against it.
I refuse to have an opinion.
I am not going to have an opinion until I see it. You can't tell anything from the teaser.
I'll watch it. No, I don't mind having an opinion once a trailer comes out.
Oh, yeah,
but the
yeah.
teaser was just like, hey, look at this new character. That's it.
I'm still
This new
reluctant with
character
trailers.
having an existential crisis about whether he's a toy or not.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
I can't.
That feels like...
When I heard they were making Toy Story 4 for the first time, my heart did sink a little bit. I was like, oh, just leave it alone.
3 had such a good ending.
yeah,
3 is
it
just
was
great ending.
It's so
perfect.
good. Just leave it alone. Stop reviving stuff for money. Just leave it alone. But I don't know. I really hope they pull it out of the bag, especially as Pixar's kind of gone downhill since Toy Story 3, in my opinion.
Really? What? To be fair, I can't think of much that they've done.
I'm not sure whether it was before or after Toy Story 3, but they did Brave, Cars
That's
2,
That's before, that's
Inside Out, and Coco,
after, that's
which are
after.
like okay.
I didn't like Inside Out at all. I thought everybody loved it, and I watched it and was just like, I don't understand what the big fuss is about. The concept is great.
Maybe it's
but-
just us growing up, or maybe it's Pixar like deteriorating. But either way, when I watch a Pixar film now, a new one, it's like
I want to see Coco though. because
I
Finding
do want to see
Dory
Coco
as
as
well.
well.
That's
Did you
pretty cool.
did you see Finding
I
Dory?
missed it. I was out of the country.
I didn't hear like anyone saying like it was great or anything, so I never
People were
bothered,
just
and I
like,
haven't heard anything about it since. Incredibles 2 was okay.
Incredibles 2 would have been way better if they had an actual twist in it.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that
There's,
they didn't have a twist in that film, considering how you
How
could see
obvious it was.
the villain from the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched someone talk about the Incredibles 2. Everything is really good in that. Like the action's great, the dialogue, the stuff. It is literally the villain.
Yeah,
It's just a
that
bit-
is the only problem with that, because it was just like, I know this film is for kids, but it's also for all the fans of the first one, which, they're grown up at this point. Like, I mean...
I would have preferred if they didn't.
As I was watching it, I was like, this is okay, this is good. I'm like having an enjoyable time watching it, but again in my mind, as I do with most stuff, I'm like, why couldn't they just left it alone? Why can't they just leave The Incredibles as just one movie, as a great thing? Why do they have to bring it back to try and make money? It just annoys me.
I mean, there were parts of it that I liked, because I liked the... seeing more powers, because I'm a sucker for in X-Men when they just everybody show your powers montage. I like those because I like seeing everyone's different powers, and so I like that about Incredibles 2. But yeah, just the villain, because that's the thing, the villain themselves, the kind of the messing with your mind via the TV, that kind of thing. That was really cool. I like that, but it was just who they ended up being, and it was just
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing else can be said about this
Pulling
film.
it back to the trailers
Yeah.
because of that big tangent. Where were we?
We were talking about Toy Story 4, and
Toy
I
Story
think that
4.
was the last trailer we were doing.
You want to quick mention about not Lolita? What's it called? Alita.
Alita.
Battle Angel.
I think the action
That's my
in it
opinion.
looks pretty cool, and I think that if it was a game, it would be really, really good. However, as a film, it looks very
I
meh.
think I think this film has to be made just to show off. Hey, look, this technology is getting really, really close to getting out of the uncanny valley. But I think this film, just let it go. In 5 years, take it, make a Deus Ex Netflix show, and I'll be happy, because it's basically the same thing. And you don't have to worry about face CGI, which I still think is the main problem with CGIing a character.
Yeah.
Especially because, I don't know why, I guess it is an anime, but for the only anime aspect, they've kept her massive eyes.
I think it's a manga. I don't think it's an
It's
anime.
okay, it's manga, but still, it's just a bit too jarring, because you've got real life actors against this composite,
Yeah.
and it's big headlights staring back at them. I'm not 100% sold on it yet. But the action,
Yeah,
really
the action
cool.
looks good.
I love a 3D camera move in
Yeah.
action. It's my favourite
But
thing.
one thing that, bringing it back to it, it looks like a game. When she is fighting other like cyborg androids, I don't know what they are in it. Just
Androids,
maybe
I
they're
think.
just robots, but when she is fighting another one of them, it does just look like a game cutscene. Like it doesn't look like a film. So it's like it would, if that was a game, it would look really impressive. But as a film, it kind of looks a bit meh. I don't know. Meh. Talking of, when you mentioned Netflix though, I feel that they've really ramped up their high budget films that they've been making. Like, I can't believe the fact that, I mean, what is it, the Ballad of Buster
Scruggs
Yeah.
by the Coen brothers.
Yeah, so
I
they've
think
got-
that's just distributed by Netflix though.
Oh, okay. But then like the Mowgli film,
Yeah, but again, that's just
Just
a
distributed.
studio doing it and then being distributed by
But
Netflix.
still-
yeah, but
It's
they
not-
still probably paid like
it's not-
a lot for the rights.
It's not like Netflix funded, Netflix made films. It's Netflix buying these films that are independent and then releasing them as a Netflix film.
True, but imagine how much money they would have to pay, considering like if they were to release this at the cinema, especially the Mowgli one, like a lot of people would go and see that. So for Netflix to be like, hey, we are basically prepared to pay all the money that people would have otherwise paid for it so it can be on our platform. Like that seems like an awful lot of money that they would have had to pay
It's
for
a
that.
thing of like risk as well, because with Mowgli, obviously you've had the live action Jungle Book from 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Netflix can come along and say, for this flat rate, we'll distribute your film to all our audience. And it's obviously going to be above the budget. Obviously, you're going to make a profit. And some people are happy to go, yeah, we'll take that. We'll pay all our staff. We've made money, rather than releasing it out to the public and probably making more than they would have by selling it to Netflix. But it's just that safety thing and that let's just give it to Netflix because why not?
Yeah.
But also, Netflix, in my opinion, hasn't got a really good track record of originals.
I mean,
TV show or film?
It did.
Films.
Okay, yeah, I was supposed to say the TV shows
the
are pretty
TV
good.
shows are good.
The TV
but
shows
I
were
think they're
good.
dipping.
Like
They're dipping for TV shows.
2 or 3 years ago, when they started to do TV shows, everyone was really good. But like the past year, when they're bringing out a new Netflix original TV show every week, they're all like.
Yeah, because it's like what you were saying. The TV shows especially, like, it's kind of being a detriment to them that they're putting their name on it.
Yeah.
Because if they were to just like pay them for the rights to distribute it and just put it on their platform without the Netflix tag, no one would really care. But then when you just look, and there's honestly, you go through a list of maybe like 15 TV shows, maybe 5 to 7 of those will be Netflix originals.
Yes, and it's like what they recommending to me. Every other thing has like a little Netflix logo on it.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
So maybe this is just like a ply to bolster their reputation.
Mm.
Because it's Andy Serkis. It's fairly good CG.
it's
It's pretty good
well-known.
CG.
It's a really well-known story and character.
So maybe this is just like, hey, we do make good stuff. Give us more things to do.
Because that's the thing. People will look at it and be like, Netflix made
Also,
this, rather than
because-
Netflix paid to put this on
Yeah.
Netflix. And
Because of the other streaming services which are now coming out, they've got much more competition, especially because they're going to lose all their Marvel
they're going to
stuff.
lose all the Marvel and Disney
allegedly,
stuff.
they're going to lose all their Warner Brothers stuff because Warner Brothers is doing their own streaming service. So they're going to really quickly...
Warner Brothers are.
Yeah, because Marvel, obviously the Marvel
Yeah,
Disney
yeah.
streaming service, the DC brand and Warner Brothers are doing their own one. But it's also for the DC one, you get comic books as well. But you will also get all the classics, TV shows, all
That's
the classic
insane.
films. And then Warner Brothers are also doing like Looney Tunes stuff as well, going over there.
To be honest, if Warner Brothers did one, if Fox did one, like...
Well,
if,
Fox is
is
owned by Disney,
Disney.
now. So
Oh,
that'll be
okay,
part of
yeah,
the
okay,
Disney
fair
one.
enough. But my point is the fact that, like, if a few big companies decided to do their own streaming thing, Netflix would have, like, a good 70% of their library just taken off.
That's
It
why I
is-
think they're pushing for more originals.
Yeah,
it's
true.
good for the companies, but it's really annoying for consumers.
Yeah.
Because a couple of years ago, if you had Netflix or if you had Amazon Prime, you could pretty much watch anything you wanted to. But now you've got Netflix, Amazon Prime, you've got like Now TV, you've got what's that other one called?
It's Hulu, but I don't
Hulu.
think
Hulu.
Is that available in the UK?
I'm not sure.
I think some.
And now
like
you've
some
got
stuff
the
is.
Disney one coming out, the Warner Brothers one coming out. everything seems to be getting their own streaming service, so all the content is being split. So rather than paying £6 a month for Netflix and having everything you want to watch in one place, you have to pay £6 a month for 5 or 6 different services, and it just becomes so anti-consumer.
Yeah.
I think this way of streaming stuff is going to go downhill massively, and they're all going to start losing money.
I think it's a big cycle because we had Sky, quote unquote. Sky was the main one basically, and then you had Netflix and everything. Sky's slowly losing its grasp because everyone has that. Now there's loads of streaming services. They're all breaking off of Netflix, and I reckon it's going to go back round again. You're going to have one service, which you say you can pay $50 a month. You get all of these, which is then basically Sky again. That will break off. It's just a cycle of how new media is made, I think. So we should be fine in like 10 years.
Well, I know I'd rather listen to some great talk shows, music shows and podcasts on Brayford Radio, at Brayford Radio on Twitter and at Brayford Radio Station on Instagram.
And if you've got any thoughts on the show, why not email us at thebargainbin@gmail.com.
Spelled normally bargain bin instead of the way that Adam spelt it
I fixed
for years before.
Also, if you want to see longer, uncut versions of this podcast with all of our mistakes in, then visit the Bargain Bin podcast on SoundCloud.
Spotify.
Not on Spotify. We could be on Spotify.
I mean, I think you have to pay for Spotify. I think you have to pay
Yeah, it's
them.
like iTunes, you got to pay for that.
On SoundCloud, the Bargain Bin podcast.
Or YouTube, if you want.
Yeah. Or Vimeo.
No.
I'm
Who
not doing
uses
it Vimeo.
Vimeo?
Professionals use Vimeo, you know.
I mean, sure.
Neil Blomkamp uses Vimeo.
Neil Blomkamp also puts all of his stuff on YouTube as well.
Yeah, he knows which one's the correct platform.
He puts it on Vimeo just to like appease all of the like film buffs who are like,
Fucking
put it on. God damn it! I was like halfway through.
I couldn't resist.
You fucking prawn.
You fucking prawn.
South African. I can never maintain my South African impression. It's really annoying. Right, we're done with trailers.
Yeah.
Trailers are done.
Trailers are done.
We're an hour through. Just saying.
Okay.
Obviously, like because we've
of that's not going.
we've bullshitted for a decent amount of it, so we can.
Let's do Children of Men really quick then.
Really quickly, by the way, I forgot to mention. I've got another fun fact about Bunny Man.
Oh my god.
It's
We don't
James
care.
Gunn's second favourite film.
Shut up.
Yeah, shut up.
Shut up. Okay, film 3 of the week. As you know, we try and make film 3 a film none of us have ever seen before, that we all think, that we have all heard is good. So this week, out of the bargain bin, we picked up Children of Men.
Sorry, just quickly. Do we want to redo it so we don't say that all of us have never seen it? Because I've seen Team America.
Okay.
So for next week.
I'll do it again.
There's your edit point.
Thank you.
Okay, for the third film, as you know, we like to pick a film either that none of us have seen before and have all heard is good, or that one of us have seen and wants to show the other two. So this week, we picked up out the bargain bin Children of Men, and none of us had ever seen it before.
No, and it was great.
It's not lovely.
Oh, a lovely film,
It's-
Adam, was
It's
it?
not a lovely
What's the word?
film. It's a
Beautiful?
bleak.
Like-
Very good film.
Yeah, I
Just
don't
say
wanna say
that.
very
It's
good.
bleak and depressing, but really good.
Mm. Very, very
It's
good.
like an English essay that you want to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
So the plot of this this film is it's 2025, 2026.
Yeah.
I think it's
about that.
2027.
Something like that. Anyway, it's about 10 years in the future, and women have stopped being able to conceive, so there's no more babies being born, and the youngest person in the world is 18 years old, and this kind of ex-cop, or he's currently a detective or something, he finds this kind of resistance group against the government who have found a pregnant lady, and it's his job to escort her to the border of the country to get her out.
He's not a detective or anything. He's literally just like, he works in the city, and just the only reason why he's even gets like roped into it is because
His
Julianne Moore.
ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Julianne Moore's
right, yeah.
ex-girlfriend.
I
Yeah.
remember now. But yeah, it's got a really good cast. It's a really good British film, British set, British actors. It's directed by Alfonso Cuarón, who did Prisoner of Azkaban,
Oh, right.
and he did another thing which was
He did
really
Gravity.
good. Yeah, Gravity. That's the one. He did Gravity, which was really good. But yeah, Clive Owen plays the main character. You've got Michael Caine in it. You've got Julianne Moore. The main guy who's like the leader of the resistance is Chiwetel Ejiofor, and he's a really good actor.
He's really good in it. I
He's
mean, like,
very
I
good.
haven't seen him in something he's been bad in.
He's
so,
he's good in everything he's in.
yeah.
But yeah, I think we all really enjoyed Children of Men.
Yeah, definitely. It was very, very good.
It's it's very real. Like the characters feel like real people, and I think that's entirely down to the way it's filmed. It's all just a series of long takes.
It's all like one shot takes.
Shots for like 3 minutes each. The beginning shot, when they're in the coffee shop, as we go through the story, is them watching a television of the news report of the world's youngest person, who is 26, gets killed.
He's 18.
Oh no, the next person's 18, I think.
No.
Oh no, it goes up, doesn't it? Yeah. So he gets killed because
he's like a celebrity because he's the world's youngest person.
Yeah.
Someone wants him to sign an autograph, and they don't, so they kill him. And it's this big news. You're watching Children of Men on your phone?
It's on Netflix. I didn't realise it was on Netflix.
Go watch this on Netflix.
Yeah, go watch it on
watch it on
Netflix.
Netflix.
I didn't realise it was on it.
Before we talk about spoilers or anything, please go watch it because it's really great.
Yeah, it's very, very good.
Pause this now, go watch it, come back.
It is probably the best film that we've watched, like, doing this, which we've done this for, like, a while before.
We've done this for, like a year before we started the podcast.
2 things I recommend doing. Watching this on Netflix, then watching, I think it's Nerdwriter, does an essay on this, like a video essay. Watch that as well if you don't quite understand or you miss some of the key themes of it. It's a really good video. And then come back to this, where we talk about it in nowhere near as close enough.
Yeah.
Where we go, I really like that one shot where everything happens in the background, but you see the character's face a lot. That's basically my opinion.
Yeah,
Sorry.
there you go. Just end
that is
podcast
literally
there.
the
There you go, we
show.
did it.
You've nailed the show in
There you
30
go, well
seconds. So, yeah, they're in the coffee shop, and they leave, and you forget that they've not cut at all. The camera just swoops down, walks out with him, walks out. He's just walking down the street, and then just an explosion.
The coffee shop explodes everywhere, but it doesn't focus on the explosion. Every time action happens, it's just the main character in the center of the screen. It's his reaction to it. Everything's happening in the background. You can still see it, but it's not the main focus of what's happening. And I thought that was a really interesting choice in how to film it.
And it wouldn't have worked if Clive Owen wasn't, like, extraordinarily good
He
in
is
that.
he's
very
so good.
Like,
He's like
genuinely, like, Oscar, maybe not winning, but, like, nominated.
Yeah. Genuinely, like, one of the best performances I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
We always say, like, is there any performance which you genuinely think is, like, an epitome of, like, acting? Clive Owen in this film, I think, is up there for me. He is absolutely great in it.
Especially when you put it into the context of there are no cuts. It's just him having to do it.
It's just
and
him
nailing it at every second.
Towards the end, there's, like, a big battle scene where they keep all the criminals and unwanted people in these big slums, which are like rundown cities, and the government have the army go through and start clearing out the scum. So it's like a massive war.
Sorry, we
out the scum.
we didn't say before that they were scum. We just said, the foreign people.
Nick, who did you identify with in this film? Was
government.
it the bad guy?
But yeah, the government are cleaning out all these slums. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
But it's like a massive battle scene in this rundown city, all these explosions going off, all these people getting shot, but the whole time it's like a 9-minute take where he's running through. It's all just focused on him running about, dodging stuff, and it's amazing how intense it is just with that shot.
And there's a bit that happens after that. Honestly, we say spoilers on this show, but like I really don't want to spoil it.
I don't want to spoil it.
But I really want to talk about it.
I really want to talk about
it.
But this is like, this film is so good, do not let us spoil it.
Well, all I'm going to say, I'm not going to say what happens, I'm going to say what it feels like watching it. You know, in films where it feels really weird, people just stand up. They're watching something and they stand up because it's that emotion. It's one of those moments where it's just everything is happening and it's beautiful to watch what's happening, the meaning behind it. You just feel like it's standing up, basically. I don't know if that describes it very well, but
I mean, I would never stand up.
But you know what I'm talking about? In a film where something dramatic happens, characters, they stand up and they look at it. I can think of several films. I can't tell you what films, but I can tell you these scenes have happened. That's what happens.
I'm just imagining, you know, when you hear stories of like people in cinemas, normally in America, when they're like at the end, people stood up and they clapped, and it's like,
imagine that, but no clapping.
Yeah, but okay, sure. I'll take your word for it. I'll take. This is probably going to get cut.
It's the best way to describe it.
Fair enough.
But yeah, Children of Men on Netflix or 50p at your local bargain bin store.
Yeah.
Like we
true.
got it. Just
You can own that forever if you pay just 50p. You can have that on your shelf, and you can always be
go back and
reminded
watch it.
how good a film it is.
When you feel really down, watch that and go, oh, nothing's as bad as that.
Yeah, true.
Can we talk a second about Michael Caine's character?
Oh, he's so good.
great. That's
Michael
such a
Caine
human
plays
person.
like a stoner hippie
Yeah.
old man, and it's great. He lives out in the woods in a little shack, and his performance, it's like nothing I've ever seen Michael Caine do before. It's great.
He felt happy playing it.
Yeah.
You know, when you can see joy in an actor.
Yeah.
Like everyone in this world is super depressed, but his character is so happy, and you can tell Michael Caine had a blast playing him.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's what I loved about it, was every character has its own reasons, its own development. And even if they're in the background and they're just bystander characters, they all feel real, and you can almost feel their history. There's a bit near the middle, towards the middle end, where someone gets shot, just another bystander gets shot, and the camera's walking past it, and there's an old woman holding him, crying. And what the camera does, instead of following the main characters as they run down a street, it stops and just holds on them, and you feel this story that you've missed, and you just focus on it. And in films, when you see people die, it has no effect on you, because it's just, these are actors. For some weird reason, maybe it's the way it's shot, how it's all wobbly, feels like a mockumentary kind of thing. There's that real moment of just, ooh, this is all heavy, this is all real, and that's what this film is for me. It's that level of like care to characters.
Mm.
I think it's safe to say we all really enjoyed Children of Men.
No, I hated it.
And can't recommend it enough.
Yes, definitely
Yeah.
watch this film. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's very, very
It's one of those like 100 watch before you die type stuff, I think.
Yeah, I think so. And it's also like a very unique premise. Like,
Yeah.
it's the kind of thing that... Actually, no, cut it, because it's not a particularly unique premise.
It was
is
unique for its time
Yeah, I
in
suppose so.
2006.
Yeah.
Especially for 2006. It's like in my head, 2006 is like the Thunderbirds movie-esque era of filmmaking. But it's outstanding, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
So guys, that was the Bargain Bin podcast with Stuck on You, The Bunnyman Resurrection and Children of Men, along with our new game, Quick Make a Film, and our trailer reviews. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
I've been Nick.
I've been Adam.
And I've been Jack.
We will see you next week.
Also, James Gunn really likes Children of Men.
Stop.
Stop it.
And that's your cut point.
Okay, cool. That went on.
None of that's recorded. I'm going to kill you, Jack.
That went on. That felt so much longer than last week. I mean, it was like 10 minutes longer
mean,
than last week.
We did do trailer reviews and games and go on a massive tangent, but it was all good stuff we can put in instead of the awkward Stuck on You talk.
Yeah.
Stuck on You talk can be like 5 minutes.
Yeah, honestly, because that's the thing. We talked about it for 10 minutes, and it felt like 10 minutes too long.
What are the films we're watching next week?
I don't know. We'll decide because we can't.
Well, no, we've got them on DVD.
We bought them.
Yeah.
But if they're shit and we can't talk about them, we can't say now that we're going to review them.
Oh,
Because
fair.
that's,
Thing is,
that's
is it
why
like-
we've got the backlog of everything. So
The thing-
if something we watch this week is awful and we can't talk about it, we can pick up.
It's not very
pick up
often though that we don't talk about a film because of how bad it was. Like Howling was one,
Like we can't talk about The Howling.
but to be honest, Stuck on You, like you, like I don't know,
suppose
I,
it's just
Piranha.
so
I didn't.
forgettable.
What is it? It's Piranha 3D.
Piranha we can talk about.
Piranha
Yeah.
3D.
Yeah, we can talk about
Um,
that.
Team America.
Team America we can definitely talk about.
And
What was the other one? I can't even remember what the other one was. Wait, was
the
it?
Score.
Yeah, with
The Score.
was it Al Pacino?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Robert De Niro.
Robert De
Marlon
Niro.
Same
Brando. Edward
person.
Norton.
Next week, by the way, we're going to be watching 3 films. So if you want to go down to your local bargain bin and buy them, we're watching Piranha 3D, the first one, watching The Score, and we're also watching Team America because none of us have actually seen that film. So yeah. Oh, you can put that in somewhere.
Okay, I mean I have seen the film, but you know. But don't worry, it's fine. I don't care. No one's gonna give a
Oh,
shit
my
about
ears.
continuity.
Oh, it's so good to take these headphones
I
off.
don't understand why this week it felt like so long.
Because we were enjoying it.
Because we came here at 5 o'clock and it's now 9 o'clock.
Maybe, yeah, that might be it.
Oh, my ears. Jack, please, tell me you've recorded it. Hey, SoundCloud. I think Jack's about to...
SoundCloud, we're still Uncut.
Oh, God, this is a really tense moment. I can see the screen. And I can see Jack. Oh, thank God.
Thank God it's recorded. All right, see you, SoundCloud.
Bye, SoundCloud.
Cut.